blessed us with these extraordinary heroes.
The teaser of Vought Rising gave us a brand new Supe, Private Angel, who was frankly beautiful and pretty alluring. However, it turns out that Private Angel is indeed a private property of this upcoming prequel, because she has no association with the comics whatsoever. And the woman appearing in a 1950s nurse uniform with just enough skin to sell her as Vought International's IP has caught everyone's eyes and is driving the internet crazy. Personally, this is where Private Angel worked her charm on me, and I had to dig into the rabbit hole to find out everything about her. So join me today as I unravel all details about this Supe, whose costume is already inspired my girlfriend's Halloween dress. Now, before I get into who Private Angel is and all that stuff, there's one thing that is pretty evident. This superhero is going to play the role of being Vaught's latest bombshell, given how seductively the teaser has depicted her. The internet is already buzzing with posts about how Private Angel is the most attractive part of the plot, and believe it or not, her costume is already up as merchandise. Though it may seem as mere objectification by the makers, if you really think about it, it only mirrors Vaught's habit of using women as sexual products, which means even if Private Angel ends up being the major glamour factor in the show, it would actually suggest Vaught's sexist propaganda even in the superhero culture. Okay, so who exactly is Private Angel? She belongs to the first generation of superheroes Dr. Frederick Vought and Clara manufactured, and she also happens to be one of those Supes who has V1 in her system. In the final season of The Boys, Sister Sage sneaked in her name for the first time while talking about the Supes who have B1, which makes them stronger than the general ones and also grants them immortality. We know that she is ready to appear in the first episode itself, titled The Red Scare, but as of now, we can only assume what her origins might have been. Like most superheroes, she might have been injected with Compound B as a baby, and since Vought Rising is all about the start, it's possible that Dr. Vought himself administered the serum on her, which gave her superpower. Now, if you look at the teaser a little too closely, you'll notice a sense of envy in Stormfront's eyes when Private Angel is around. This superhero is the personification of perfect American beauty, with blonde hair and great figure, which might explain why Clara's Liberty persona chose to go blonde. Also, Stormfront's face showed clear lines of aging in the Vought Rising teaser, and her jealousy against Private Angel becomes even more understandable. And that might also justify her obsession over Soldier Boy, since the man ended up falling for Clara, when Private Angel was right there. Hey, I love Aya Cash. She is a brilliant performer, but Private Angel has completely stolen the show in whatever glimpses we saw of her. It's only surprising that she couldn't steal Soldier Boy's heart, and the makers did an amazing job at casting because Elizabeth Posey looks oh so frigging beautiful in that nurse costume. Posey announced her excitement for the role by taking to Instagram and posting a photo of her in the costume. The caption read, "Private Angel reporting for duty. Excited to share a first look at Private Angel in Vought Rising, a new origin story from the world of the boy. Get ready for a tale as American as apple pie." Elizabeth Posey was born in Shrewsbury and spent most of her childhood growing up around Jacksonville. She is the daughter of David and Christine Posey, and is also the cousin of actor Tyler Posey. Her ancestry includes Irish, English, and Swiss roots. Elizabeth Posey developed a passion for the arts at a young age and began acting in stage productions throughout her teenage years and early adulthood. She later moved on to on-screen roles, steadily building a reputation as a performer with impressive versatility. Elizabeth Posey first drew attention with her appearance in HBO's Euphoria, before earning wider recognition for her recurring role as Trisha in Starz' Heels. She also appeared in the film Dreamcatchers and portrayed a young Melanie Griffith in an E! Production. Across projects like Euphoria, Heels, and Gully, Posey became known for playing roles where she had to balance emotional vulnerability with resilience and move effortlessly between intense drama and lighter comedic performances. According to Deadline, Elizabeth Posey's casting as Private Angel in Vought Rising was revealed exclusively in March 2025. She joined Jensen Ackles and Aya Cash, who both serve as executive producers while reprising their roles as Soldier Boy and Stormfront. She made another post where she is sitting between Bombsight and Torpedo with a cup of tea in her hand and it suggests that Private Angel has been geared up to be the central point of attention. I don't know if I am thinking over my head here, but the teaser gave me a feeling that she might have some sort of a romantic relationship with either Torpedo or Bombsight, or both, since it's the boys' universe we are talking about. Yes, Bombsight too had a thing for Clara, as we learnt in the boys' final season, but maybe because she chose Soldier Boy over him, he shifted his attention to Private Angel. Also, the way she has been portrayed in the trailer, I am pretty sure that Private Angel will not exactly be a genuine and kind superhero, because she has cunningness written all over her face, no matter how mischievous and enticing she comes off. And it's absolutely possible that Private Angel and Stormfront would not be on the best terms, and the woman might be ready to do whatever it takes to turn the loyalty towards her. And she looked like she knows very well how the industry functions. Private Angel is someone who will surely know all the dirty secrets of Vought, and the fact that superheroes are actually not meant to be saviors, but just curated faces for the world. They are nothing but a marketable fantasy, and that's exactly why when Clara sat down before the three Supes, most probably to talk about Soldier Boy's ambition of serving for the flag, she had this look on her face, a look of hopelessness, which gave us an idea that Private Angel knows how corporate politics works in Vought, and maybe, just maybe, a sense of realization that she too has fallen into its trap. If the hypothesis stands true, then Private Angel may be someone who initially just wanted to help people, but ended up being a sellout. Coming to her powers, there's a whole lot of secrecy about what she can do, and all we know is that the V1 has effectively halted her biological aging and preserved her youthful appearance indefinitely. However, fans have a lot of ideas about what might happen to Private Angel. One user on X wrote, "It would be really interesting if Private Angel is actually a good person and a lesbian in love with a black woman like the complete opposite of Stormfront, and they hate each other because Clara can't accept that someone she sees as genetically perfect would not be like her." One fan wondered whether she's gonna be racist, and another ventured into a darker territory, thinking that the pretty and young ones like her are the first ones to die or turn out a bit weird. My gut says it will be a little bit of both. She might have a suppressed gentle side which is covered under the persona of being weird, because what was that blood spatter on her face? And why did she look down? Also, I don't think she will be dying in the first episode because, given how highly she is being promoted, she has a much larger role to play. But going by her attire, which is one of the most eye-catching aspects of her debut, her costume presents her as an idealized pin-up figure, dressed in a stylized nurse's uniform, and since the first look trailer shows each member of the V1 superhero team is modeled after a branch of the military, it's highly probable that she has healing-related power, and might be the one who does wonders in the medical facilities for fallen soldiers. But knowing Kripke, he would definitely give her some twisted powers, like her healing abilities might be associated with something sexual. There's also a chance that Private Angel's publicly known ability is healing people, but in reality she's just dulling pain like a hallucinogen, with prolonged exposure eventually leading to addiction. Eric Kripke explained in an interview with Entertainment Weekly that the costume design process began with discussions about how the earliest Supe outfits would have evolved. He noted that the first costumes were heavily inspired by military uniforms, which were both ceremonial and performative, making it natural for superheroes to emerge from that aesthetic. Kripke also described the Supes as military figures who eventually move into the private sector, where their image becomes increasingly flashy and like a spectacle. In that evolution, military discipline gradually transforms into consumerism. To quote him, "The first suits that anyone wore were military suits, which are performative and ornamental, so they would emerge from that pretty naturally. If you're a military person, you want to wear a suit that looks like you're in the Air Force and Army and Navy." He also added, "Things start getting flashier because it's about showmanship. It's less about military discipline and more about consumerism, and then you start to see them evolve that way. It's really fascinating." Elizabeth Posey has, however, remained notably quiet about the role, and has not given any interviews discussing the character so far, but Instagram has been her journal where she first posted this, with the caption, "It feels so surreal to say this, but I'm beyond excited to officially announce that I'll be part of Vought Rising. Every step of this journey has been incredible, and I couldn't be more excited to work alongside such an amazing group of people to bring this character to life. Huge thanks to my team for their unwavering support. It truly means everything. Let's do this. The deliberate hush-hush surrounding what Private Angel is actually capable of is becoming one of the franchise's smartest ways of building anticipation ahead of the prequel's release. Her full abilities remain a mystery, and her fate in the present-day timeline of the boys is equally unclear. But that kind of intentional lack of information creates exactly the gap needed in narrative that writers typically enjoy exploring, and we sure as hell are scratching our heads over Private Angel. Not that I'm complaining, because have you looked at her? Holy shit. Alright guys, that's all for today. Posey has already won my heart, and I'm sure there's a lot of layers to her character. And no, I am not convinced that she will be killed off anytime soon, because Vought and the showrunners would definitely cash in on her charismatic presence. Do let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and if you liked this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!